Howdy, I'm back for the third video in the Extra Credit 2 mini-series. This video I will be talking about the zygote, more specifically the 2 weeks of the zygote. So what exactly is the zygote? That's what I'm about to answer for you. The zygote is a fertilized egg. It is the first thing that is created after conception. So when the sperm enters the egg, it fertilizes it. That egg, the fertilized egg, is now called a zygote. All it is just one molecule. It's just one molecule in the egg, and that is it. So the first 2 weeks of the zygote's life is called the germinal stage. And what I'm going over with you now is the zygote's life in the first 2 weeks, or the germinal stage is what it's actually called. So for the first 0 to 30 hours after fertilization, the zygote is just a single diploid cell. From 30 to 72 hours after fertilization, mitotic division of the zygote occurs, which turns it into smaller identical blastomers. This is known as the cleavage stage, or this is known as a cleavage now instead of a zygote, because in the first 2 weeks it goes from being a zygote to a cleavage to a morula, and then it goes into the trophoblast, right? So, from 3 to 4 days after the fertilization of the cell, the zygote enters a spheronatal stage that consists of 16, around 16 or more blastomers. This is known as the morula stage of the of the germinal stage. All right. So 4 to 16 days after fertilization, now it's called the blastocyst. It becomes filled with a fluid called blastocoa. Um, so it gets filled with a fluid called the blastocoa. The outer side of the cell, it forms a mass of trophoblast cells, and then the inner mass of the embryoblast cell. Right. In this stage, the blastocyst, or this is called the zygote, is sent through the endometrium of the women and is it gets implanted into the endometrium, sorry, which is, when it gets sent to the fallopian tube, into the wall. It gets implanted in there, and then the inner cell mass forms an embryonic disc and differentiates into the three primary germ layers. So once that happens, that is actually the end of the 2 week cycle of the zygote. So it starts as just a fertilized egg right after conception. And then, from this first 0 to 30 hours, it's just one single diploid cell, and as it goes, it starts multiplying. Um, 30 to 72 hours, and it's just a cleavage stage. 3 to 4 days is the morula stage. 4 to 16 days after that, it is turned into a blastocyst filled with the fluid. The outer and inner cell masses happen. Then it is attached to the endometrium of the woman. Thus, that is the first 2 weeks of a zygote or a fetus's life. So I'll be back shortly for the fourth and final video of the Extra Credit 2 mini series. Thank you and take care. Peace.